you have to make do with what you have. I don't have a pasta pot. So I need to fall under. I gotta watch it because it will overflow too. See it? It's going down slowly but surely. See it down. Alright. Just allow this to boil for 5 to 8 minutes. You don't want to get too soft. Just cooked. Until it comes to a boil, you watch it. I have my stove on. The stove's gauge is on 6. Cook the noodles until it's al dente. Al dente in English means until you can bite it, until you can bite in it or put the tooth. I hope I'm saying al dente right. So it's been 8 minutes and I took one out. You don't want to overcook it because it's going to bake. So after 9 minutes, turn it off. Remove the water and put it on cold water. Put some cold water on it. Remove the water and put some cold water. So this is the cold water. And I'm trying to know, you can see it's getting white a little. Alright. Don't be shy to taste it. I'll put an extra one in there just to test. Remove the water. Because it will get soft with the water. Okay, now let me do some operation. So this is your ricotta mix. This is the potatoes. So take some of this and lay it at the bottom of this. Divide this into 3. We're going to use this. So what I'm doing is just divide it in a pot. I use that much. So I'll go back to it. At the bottom. This will prevent the sticking. If you put the pasta first, it's going to stick. So you have to even it out. The oven should be preheated. Next, pasta. This will overlap like this. Just overlapped. Alright, this mixture we're going to use it twice. So split it. Let's put half in it. Just the gutter mix. So you want to lay it out. I don't have a spatula, but as you can see, a fork works just as good. Just make sure you patiently, evenly spread it. And your oven should be already preheating about now. Now some mozzarella. Now half cup of mozzarella. And just evenly spread it across. Half cup. Now we're going to add the mince and the tomato sauce. This baking dish that I'm using is around 8 by 12, so this is going to be a very compact sauce. I'm going to pack it. It's going to be so tight. Alright, so you want to spread it evenly. Because it's tight, I'm pressing it down too, because I know it's gonna be so high. So put that on. Alright. You see my real tomato. Alright. I'm thinking of Camille right now, because I know she likes this kind of stuff. Now, pasta. Just laying them down. Overlap. See, they're not sticking in there. Like I have an extra one, I'm gonna put it right here to tie this. Make sure it's tight. Alright. So that's the ricotta. See, add this. Where it's easier to use. To do this part, I want it every bit. That's inexpensive. Not that expensive, sure. In Jamaica, I paid about $500 Jamaican dollars for this. For this ricotta. So you just spread it across, spread it, spread it, spread it. It's going to be a very tight lasagna, but that's good enough. That's how tight I want it. That sound out weird. Spread this across. Alright. Then the half cup of the mozzarella. Sure, it's everywhere. I'm planning to freeze. I'm gonna freeze this and take it out and eat it anytime I want. Maybe 3 months from now I'm eating the last one. So I just want to spread this across evenly. Now, noodles. Noodles again. See, I'm being patient and they're not really sticking. That's what I like. I'm gonna add this. It's the last one. Extra one that I had. Now I'll add meat. And spread it across all of it. The rest of it. This dish is gonna be so tight. I hope it don't overflow. Alright, so that's that. Very compact. Look how dry this is. This is what you wanna get. You don't wanna see no grease, no gravy. It's a real Italian food. So the next step, now to this, add Parmesan. It's like half cup. I'll take this and put aside. Make your file. Alright, I don't have no fancy brush and thing. No spray, so you can use a little oil. Just pour a little on that. Too much. Alright, like that. This is going to prevent the sticking. Alright. Back. I should have weighed this. Cover it. See? Put it in the oven and cover it. So remember now, you should be preheating at 375. So put this for 30 minutes. Once the time is completed, turn the stove off. It's overflowing. It's overflowing a little. So it's good to use a big dish. Yeah, we're gonna see if I spoil it. Alright, now let's see it. She's sticking. What I'm gonna do, the Parmesan, I'll put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes. Just let it uncovered. Put this back in the oven for about 5 minutes. You don't want the cheese melt on top. So you want to keep it in the oven for about 3 to 5 minutes, just for the cheese on the top to melt. I don't know if you can see, but it's melting. After 3 minutes, I'm taking it out. So that's my Jamaican lasagna. I mean, it look good. You want a scotch bonnet pepper right there. So. Jamaican lasagna. Miguel's Jamaican lasagna. Now we're gonna test it. Just cut it across like that. Like that. 8 servings. Fit that, you can see my tomato. Alright, so now yes, sir. You see I'm using a spatula, which is very effective. This is the one I'm hoping to take out. Alright. So that's how you cut it. Now I'm going to serve one for us. Scoop on there and take her up. Oopsie. This is mine, but if I had a serving this for others, I would use a knife to take it off. But this is mine, I'm gonna eat. Some of this. Sprinkle some more cheese on top. This is my roasted cheese that was on this. If you want to let go, I use it. Lasagna. Alright. I'm going to show you how I'm going to store these. These are some clear bags I bought, 8 by 12, 100 to a pack. You can get Ziploc. And just take one out. And just put it in the bag. You know, you just tie it, but allow it to cool before you do all of this. It's not cool yet, so I'm going to allow it to cool. I'm going to cover this to the rest. Okay, our time now, let's test this. Wow. See how tender? I've been longing for this taste in a long while. You can taste the Jamaican difference right away. Look at that. You know what I love about this? The tomatoes really make a difference. The tomatoes make a tremendous difference, I believe. This is nice. I really wanted something different, and this is it. I really went head over heels to get all the ingredients for this thing, but it was worth it. Piece of hard bread. I'll eat it with it. Hard bread. A lot of Jamaicans wouldn't like this because of the tomato sauce, unless you're used to it. But the way how I prepare this, it gives a Jamaican taste. A Jamaican will really love this. A Jamaican will love this. It takes time too. rosemary. Rosemary blend nice with the tomato. And this thing here tastes nice. Let me taste it. Ricotta. I like this. See a tomato seed. I really don't see why you can't cut up your own tomato. It would make a difference. You don't have to use it, the canned one. Use only the tomato paste. The paste is not strong. This is nice. If I had more cheese, or the layer, the mozzarella. I say I was gonna sit and eat this. I say I was gonna sit and have it and eat this, but I'm showing you that I'm eating it. It's good. It's really nice. This is Jamaican one.